Hello, welcome to another combat example that I promised a long time ago. So let's have a mounted fight, but not a simple mounted fight, a mounted fight with some nuances. First, let me introduce our combatants. Here we have our S. S stands for mounted spearman, who has a spear, a dagger just as I guess secondary weapon in a pinch. He has some armor, and he is riding a cavalry horse. That's just a sample stat block from GURPS basic set. The cavalry horse is considered to be war trained. And in this corner we have the ninja, our ninja from another combat example, with the addition of the riding skill. His riding skill is lower than the skill of the spearman, and he has a kusari jutte. This is the kusari jutte that has the kusari at the end, at the top end of the jutte, so he can use it one-handed. And his horse is just the same as the cavalry horse, but without war training, but it's still fully broken. So it uses the same stat block, but without the combat reflexes. Well, we are going to have some differences. Also, it will have the mount skill. In our initiative order, we have ninja first, then the mounted spearman, then the horses. First, we're going to have the spearman's horse because it has combat reflexes and war training, and the last is going to be the ninja's horse. We have something of a clear area for combat that is outside of this combat testing area. So let's go. The ninja goes first, and he can't really do anything at this point. So he's just going to direct his horse forward. Then the mounted spearman. He also just directs his horse. Both of them are going to ride one-handed. So their riding skills, riding rolls, will be at -1. They still have to wield their weapons. Then the horses take their turns. Oh, this is just a token. Foundry does not work well with multi-hex figures, so I had to draw a horse. The horse has a basic move of 8, if I recall correctly, and also has enhanced move ground 1. So the horse moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hexes, and on the last turn it decides to accelerate, because when using high speed movement you decide to accelerate or decelerate on the end of your turn. Then the ninja horse moves. Where does it move? Moving forward. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the ninja goes along. They are separated by a bit of sand that is difficult terrain. A horse will not willingly enter it unless it is war trained. So you have round 2. The ninja. He takes the weight maneuver. What for? To swing at the spearman if he becomes in reach, so within 1 yard. That's simple. This is the weight maneuver probably is the most common maneuver a rider will take. the mounted spearman. He does the same. The horses. This horse has decided to accelerate by, let's say, by its full move. So now it has speed 16. And speed 16 results in a turning radius of how much? The turning radius in cinematic games is equal to your basic move. I mean current velocity divided by basic move, so turning radius of 2 yards. Let's see. Okay, so it must move 16 yards, but must not turn before it moves 2 yards forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it would rotate it. Okay, my foundry skills are lacking. See. Oh no, this is embarrassing. So I am going to cut the recording short and I'll come back when I find out how to rotate drawings. Alright, I'm back. So apparently you have to hold the control key and scroll the mouse wheel. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can turn one hex side. 5, 6. One more. 7. Okay. 8. Since it has war training, it will be able to enter the sand. 9, 10. And as soon as we have another yard of movement, that's the double cost, 10, 11, 12, 14. Since we are using the high speed movement rules, the horse will automatically decelerate by 1, 2, 3 yards per second. So the velocity at the end of the turn will be 13, unless I decide to decelerate. And it will decelerate to move 8. We still have one step left, but now the weight triggers. Actually, I do not remember how to resolve cascading weights. I recall that it is based on the weapon length, and it is described in GURPS martial arts, so I'm going to take a look and come back. Alright, I looked it up. The rules for cascading weights are at page 108 of GURPS martial arts. So if one action or triggers the weight action of another, I mean if two weight maneuvers trigger simultaneously, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to roll the skills that are intended to use based on dexterity. So in our case, there's going to be a quick contest of spear and kusari. But there are bonuses. +1 if you have combat reflexes, both of them have, and a bonus equal to the basic speed. So let's roll. That's spear +1 and +5. That's +6. And here we have 7, 8 +8 Kosari. So Spearman actually rolled better. His margin of success is better. So he goes first. And he stabs the ninja. Since we have movement at high speeds, we should apply speed penalties, but the speed difference right now is not that big because the ninja is moving at speed 8 and the spearman is moving at speed 16. So we'll ignore them for this specific case. Also, the spearman right now is at a lower elevation level, so the rules for combat at different levels come into effect despite both of them being on a horse. So let's resolve it as a simple stab at the torso. Also, what you should keep in mind that the spearman's spear skill right now is limited by his riding skill, but they are equal, so he does not have any penalty at all. So he stabs at reach. Wait, he was supposed to move closer. One-handed spears are used at um, reach 1, so let me fix it. So that's actually where his turn ends. Let's roll it. He makes the roll. This is a side attack for the ninja. He will try to parry, but since he is using his Kusari Jutsu with the Kusari skill right now, his parry is pretty abysmal, but he can still try to dodge. Dodge, if I recall things correctly, is not penalized for in mounted combat. So let's roll dodge. Where is it? I always have problem with dodge. 11? That's a lot. He just made it. Do I have to roll to hit the horse instead? I actually do not know. I know that an attack that misses the rider by 1 hits the mount. But wait a second. No. Everything is fine. Yes, if an attack misses the rider by 1, it hits the mount instead, and vice versa. But this is not the case. So now the ninja actually swings his Kusari. He is unpenalized. Let's swing it. He also makes it. What does the mounted spearman do? He can parry, right? Right? Is he going to parry? No, he is not going to do it because parrying a Kusari is ill-advised. Let's say that. He's going to dodge instead. And he fails the dodge. That was an attack in the torso. And let's roll damage. Where is it? There it is. Deals 6 points of damage. That's actually a lot. Since he has DR2, our mounted spearman takes 4 points of damage. That's not enough to cause a stun or anything, so he's fine, more or less. Now we have another turn. Now, actually the ninja can take his turn, so he attacks again. But this time he is going to entangle. Or should he? How does entanglement work when you're mounted? The lasso rules probably should come into effect, right? So let's not do that right now. Instead, I want him to do an all-out attack determined against the face. Or wait, he cannot do it. He has to ready his Kusari. Yeah, that's the Kusari for you. So he just readies his Kusari. That's how it works. Now the mounted spearman can attack again. Unless I am not understanding the initiative system properly. And he is going to stab the ninja. Just a normal thrust. He hits, the ninja tries to dodge, and he makes it. That's fine. And now the horses move. First, we have this horse. That should be at move 8 now, since it decided to decelerate and also decelerated voluntarily. I mean, involuntarily by the sand pit. So the horse is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it will make a turn 8. Now this horse moves. It wasn't in the high speed movement mode, so it will move up to 8 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess the ninja will just stop it there. Because why not? Now it's the ninja's turn again. He can actually swing now. So he is going to do an all-out attack. Or should he make it committed? Oh, let's make it an all-out attack against the face. He swings his Kusari. Where is it? Does he hit? It does. He just makes it. The mounted spearman. Does he defend? He is not going to parry. Parrying is, well, not advised. His dodge is quite low and well, when you are mounted you cannot retreat, obviously. And he misses his dodge. So he takes 1d plus 2 crushing them, 6 crushing to his face. His unarmored face. First of all, he is reeling now. And now he rolls against health to avoid stun. He makes it. Fortunately for him, because he would risk being unseated on a stun. That's actually what I wanted to show off. So now it's his turn. He is not stunned, and he will do a telegraphic attack. He does not have high pain threshold, so he takes a -4 for shock, and instead he is going to stab the horse. The horse has a +1 size modifier, and he stabs it. He makes it. Alright. The horse can defend, but this is a side attack. So let's roll an active defense. Right, where is it? Dodge at -1. It does not have combat reflexes, and -2. It fails to dodge. Horses do not have DR, it seems. So let's roll damage. That's 4 impaling. It becomes 8. That's not a major move, but that hurts. That hurts a lot. And let me see the spooked mounts rules. So, if the mount is hit, the rider must roll versus riding, minus the shock penalty suffered by the mount to keep it from spooking. Let's see. First we have -4 for shock. Then we have -1 for riding with one hand. Then we have -3 for the lack of combat training. That's -8. Of course, the mount gets spooked. Now, it shies bugs and weenies, and the rider must make a riding roll to take a ready maneuver every second to regain control. So now it's the horse's turn. It's just does something, bugs and all that. And then we have the ninja's turn. He makes a riding roll. Again, -1 for one-handed riding, and -3 for the lack of war training. He fails. That's one failure in a row. Alright. Now, the spearman, his turn, just stabs the ninja. Because why not? And he makes it. Ninja can still defend. And he makes it. The horses stand still, they do not do anything. Now the ninja, on his turn, again tries to calm down his mount. And wait, I forgot to apply the -4 penalty. So he fails. That's 2 failures in a row. The spearman stabs. He makes it. And the ninja dodges. The horses stand still. Now the ninja rolls at -4. And he fails 3 times in a row. This means a total loss of control. Now, since he totally lost the control, we roll on the mount lost of control table on page 397. That's 2d6. We roll a 7. A 7 means the mount is exhausted and will not fight or move at faster than a slow walk, that is move 2, until it gets several hours of rest. So that's it. It will not fight, it will not move fast. And now the mounted spearman again just stabs. Makes it. It dodges. The horses stand still. The ninja can dismount now. Because why? To dismount, you have to take a change posture maneuver if the mount hasn't moved or moved only a step. Otherwise, you can jump off with a move or move and attack maneuver and make an acrobatics or a jumping roll. We actually have acrobatics, so let's make a move and attack. How would he do it? Let me see. Can he jump over there? I guess he can, because why not? He makes an acrobatic jump over here. He makes the acrobatic throw, that's fine, and also does a move and attack with the Kusari Jute against the rider, the spearman. And he also, now he is not mounted. So rules for fighting at different levels come into effect. But torso attacks are still unpenalized. So he swings his Kusari. And he misses by 1. But he may hit, oh, he actually hits the horse instead. Now, can the horse dodge? The horse dodges. Okay, lucky for the horse. The ninja, the ninja just took his turn. The spearman now is going to stab the ninja in his face. It's going to be a telegraphic stab. Wait, no, that's unreasonable. Just stab him in the face. So that's -5 plus 2 or being on top. So that's only -3. And he fails critically. Okay, what is a combat example without a critical failure? Of course. Let's see the result. Where is the table? On page 556. Let's roll 3d6. 14. 14 means if making a thrusting melee attack, you simply drop the weapon. Okay? He is unarmed now. He has a dagger that he cannot use from horseback. Lucky for the ninja. And I guess he directs the horse to run away. The ninja just has no chance to catch up to him, I think. Or no, I think he still has a chance to do one final strike. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, he actually cannot do it because he has to ready his Kusari. So the fight ends with the spearman defeated and running away due to a critical failure. If not for his crit, the ninja would have probably won, but there could have been some complications involved for the ninja if the spearman decided to trample him. He would be able to do that, and that would be something interesting to show off. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.